The priorities, one presidency takes up some of the priorities of the previous presidency. Because remember, this is a broad agenda and you are only a president for 12 months. So when you place issues on the agenda, you cannot complete that agenda in 1 year. So for example, on Brazil, one of their big achievements was the launch of the Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty. So if you look at some of our priorities, for example, we have created a task force on food security. So it is directly related to what Brazil achieved in terms of the Global Alliance and Hunger. So the Brazilian Global Alliance and Hunger was focused more on activities and actions by governments at national level. Our task force on food security that we are creating is basically focusing at the regional level and at the global level. So for example, in terms of the region, in our continent, we are saying then we have these measures at a national level. We have got the Global Alliance under Brazil working at national level. But how do we take it continental? Because remember the challenges that we face as African countries on food security, building our food systems are similar. So that's one example of a priority from Brazil that we are taking up. Another one, for example, under Brazil, under India and under Brazil, there was a lot of discussion on artificial intelligence, a very necessary discussion because for example, a continent like Africa cannot be left behind on artificial intelligence. So what we have done, therefore, we have also created a task force on artificial intelligence, and we want to localize it in Africa. So one of the outcomes that we expect at the end of the year on AI will be an initiative that we call AI for Africa initiative. That will be one of the outcomes of the South African presidency, building on what India and Brazil did. So those are some of the examples, and also the issue of the reform of the multilateral development banks. India really placed it on the agenda big time. Brazil continued with it. It is also on our plate as well as South Africa. So we have a continuity. But remember, one of the things is that this presidency it comes after 3 other countries of the South, that is Indonesia, India, and Brazil. So we are intentional in making sure that we continue, there's continuity between these 4 presidencies, because it was a unique moment in the G20 where you had 4 countries from the South leading the G20 in successive years. So it's really a unique opportunity for us to place the development agenda on the table. So that is how, therefore, we are carrying over the legacy, not from Brazil only, but also from India and from Indonesia.